this cave. Maybe.
Man. You know those like doomsday preppers? Like I wonder if like any live in Missouri and like every time they hear like a tornado siren they get like this they get really excited like, "Oh, maybe I'll have to live in my little hideout for a couple of weeks." And they get really excited. They have like their hand generated radio and like heater and they get so excited they start cranking it. Like, "Oh, yes, the time is now. All of my colleagues will be sorry they ever made fun of me." I can only imagine. And like their children, like, "Mom, why haven't we seen Dad in a week?" And the mom was like, "Oh, don't ask questions. He's in his man cave, meaning his hideout, living on canned tomatoes like Dwight Schrute and beets."
I mean, that's the way to live.
Uh, I I don't like beets. Beets are nasty.
I don't eat beets a lot. I actually don't think I've ever had a beet.
My like Miss Bettler tricked me into eating a beet when I was in 4th grade. Like, okay, so beets look really similar to like canned cranberry sauce,
Mm-hmm.
like that you get at Thanksgiving. And one time it was like there for lunch, right? Like you could just scoop it up and eat it. And she was in front of me, and I was like, "Hey, Miss Bettler, is this cranberry sauce?" And she looked at it, and she looked me dead in the eyes. She's like, "Oh yeah, it's cranberry sauce. You should totally eat it." And then I sat down and I put it in my mouth, and I almost threw up. I was so disappointed.
There's a lot of different options to go in this cave, and I'm not sure exactly where I want to go. I'm just gonna keep going this way though.
Ooh, no! I just broke through all of their linebackers, and boom, there's another 6. Silly 49ers.
Yeah, I really like playing 2K, but that game, like you just witnessed, gets me super angry.
Yeah, you sounded what I imagine like a werewolf sounds like. Whenever there's like the full moon and they start changing.
Oh no.
It's terrifying. Ooh. Ooh, oh no. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Oh, today I watched the first paintball episode of Community. Oh my freaking gosh. Probably one of the best episodes.
Oh, for sure. I really like ooh, the which one is it? I like the pillow fight one so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love when Pierce makes the Juggernaut suit and fights the
The
Changlorious bastards. Oh, it's so great.
I think the second paintball episode is better. Like the second and the third one is better, but that first one is iconic.
Oh yeah. What is this?
Buenos dias, children. You made it till the end. Oh boy.
I hate getting in fights with the Falmer.
Mm-hmm.
They're so powerful.
And they're creepy looking too.
Yeah, they are. that it?
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, there was more paths to go. Hopefully those lead to some treasure. I just need to go back to the start of the cave and find them again. I think there was like 3 or 4 pathways. Oh! That was scary.
Man, okay, so I think it's kind of funny how in this game you can get text messages from like people that you're about to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can get a text from like JJ Watt, who's like one of the best defensive players in the league, and he'll just like trash talk you.
Mm.
Why? Why though?
That's not the way out.
I don't want to know what Cam Newton is thinking. That's silly. Perfect deck.
Let's see. Oh my goodness, so many different... What's this? Oh!
Oh boy, the Jaguars. I'm very nervous. I think it's funny how in The Good Place, which is like another show that the guy who made like Parks and Rec made, they have this ongoing joke about how bad the Jacksonville Jaguars are. Because like it's supposed to be like the afterlife or whatever, and one of the characters is like a Jaguars fan, and like every time they bring it up, he's like, "Oh, do the Jaguars ever go to the Super Bowl?" And the guy who's supposed to be like the guy who runs like the Good Place or whatever just laughs and is like, "Ha, no, the Jaguars will never go to the Super Bowl."
Okay. This is that way, that way. What was this way? Okay. This cave has a lot of places to explore. So many. Oh, I already went that way. Okay. That was the chest, and then I think I came back up this way. Oh, I guess not.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh shoot. Man, I really wish that like Disney would be like, oh, so as it turns out, we already have Winter Soldier / the Falcon show already done. We should just release it early because of the corona.
You know, honestly, I'm not looking forward to any of those shows. I don't...
Really?
Yeah. I'm not really looking forward to anything Marvel anymore. I'm kind of burnt out on it. I think right as of now it's just milking the franchise because, you know, Avengers is over. You have 22 movies, 23 movies or whatever that made tons of money. Don't ruin a franchise by just putting out stuff until nobody's interested in it anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like is gonna end up happening, and I don't want that to happen, you know?
I'm interested in what these TV shows are like. I feel like they're either going to be really good or they're going to be like dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm.
And I prefer them to be really good because I really wish Winter Soldier and Falcon did have more screen time in the movies, but
yeah,
I don't know. I also would like to see the WandaVision show because it is supposed to be so different and out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I have this weird feeling that they're going to be like really low quality like storytelling.
Yeah.
Like it will look great. The action scenes will be cool, and the costumes and everything will be cool, but like the actual story is gonna be dumb, and I'm really afraid that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why there's gonna be a Loki TV show. He's like, I like Loki, but I mean, I think he's one of the most overrated villains for Marvel.
Yeah. I don't know. It's supposed to be the Loki from a different timeline, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Loki is dead. Why can't we just leave him like that?
Mm-hmm.
It takes away from his death. That's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's gonna be a TV show with him. Don't worry. But like, I watched Infinity War like a week or two ago, and whenever he died, like the impact was gone. I was like, oh wait, he's just getting a TV show. I was like, never mind.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of choices that Disney has been making recently that I don't like.
I love how now that like the hype for Star Wars and Disney Plus have gone down, like nobody's really talking about it anymore. I've been getting so many ads on my like when I watch YouTube, like, oh yeah, Disney Plus, the greatest
Mm-hmm.
stories ever told. I'm like, okay, like, all right, we know, like, you don't have to keep milking it. I don't know, it's very frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
It's like,
Speaking of Disney and Star Wars, Battlefront 2 is getting its last update tomorrow.
oh, the skirmish, like
The Scarif update is going to be the last update. Which,
that sucks.
yeah. And the new skins that we got are
Mhm.
Rebels Darth Maul, which is cool. I really like that skin. And Emperor Palpatine, the Rise of Skywalker skin, which I'm totally okay with. But then we get hooded Rey and hooded Kylo Ren, and those are the only hero skins we get. Those are the last hero skins for
That's
Battlefront 2.
dumb.
And that to me just seems so lazy. Like,
It's
this
cheap.
this update has been delayed 2 or 3 times because of coronavirus, and the only skins that you can give us are the same skins that we already had, just with an added hood. I think that's ridiculous. And sure, I would think Scarif takes a while to get in the game, but they had part of Scarif already done from the original. Yeah, part of the Scarif map is from the first Battlefront. So, like, honestly, all I wanted was like seriously, you could have a Bespin Luke skin, Endor Luke, battle damage Darth Vader, Darth Maul from Clone Wars Darth Maul, or Darth Maul from Solo. There are all these different skins that would have been so nice to have in the game that we're not getting in the game because EA decides to be lazy and give us hooded versions of Kylo Ren and Rey.
That, yeah, that's really disappointing because Battlefront 2 has come such a long way,
And for it to end
to
in
end like
such
that.
an underwhelming way.
Literally, the last update for the first Battlefront game that they made was a Scarif update.
Mm-hmm.
So they're literally just redoing the same thing. That's so... Like, the game has gotten so much better than what it was. It's kind of ridiculous that it's kind of going back down.
And for there's been so much success recently. And for them to just take that success that they've been having and then just stop coming out with content. The only plausible reason for this that I can think of is that they're making a Battlefront 3. And I hope that's the case. But I've also heard that there isn't going to be a Battlefront 3. So I don't know what to think, who to trust anymore.
I don't know. I don't think there's going to be. I want there to, but I really doubt that there's going to be. Because the whole thing was that it's supposed to be a new game comes out for every movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no more movies. Is there anything big coming out for like Star Wars here soon?
No.
Yeah, so I don't think so.
Which, gosh, that makes me really sad because, what was I gonna say? Like, oh, I don't know. There might be one because of the new generation of consoles coming out. But I'd be really surprised if there is gonna be a new Battlefront game. And if there is, the DLC is probably gonna have to be paid for. It's not gonna be free DLC like Battlefront 2 has been. Because EA is greedy. But, gosh.
I don't know. That's so disappointing because it was such a good game. Like I remember, like it was a lot of fun to play. Like yeah, it had its flaws, and it was nowhere near like this same level of quality of the original Battlefront, but it was still a fun Star Wars game.
Yeah, I think I found a Star Wars Easter egg in this game. There's a skeleton hanging down from the ceiling of an ice cave upside down, and there was a frost troll right next to it.
That's cool.
But yeah.
There's kind of like I think it's like in Lego Indiana Jones, there's an Easter egg really similar to that, like one of the ice caves.
Mhm.
But that's so disappointing. It was the quality that it got whenever it was dumpster fire and how it rose to power. It's such a shame that it's ending like this.
Mhm. And it feels like it was just revived. Like it was a dead game a while ago, but now it just feels like it was just able to come back, and now it's gone.
I don't know. It's another disappointing thing that Star Wars has done.
Mhm.
I mean, what else? What else is EA gonna do with the Star Wars franchise?
I don't know. I know they're working on a game right now, which is probably going to be like a Jedi Fallen Order sequel, which means no Battlefront 3. But I don't know. If they do make a third Battlefront game, this has to be complete on release, and there still needs to be content coming out, and it needs to be pushing content out the same as Battlefront 2 has done, and better than Battlefront 2 has done, because Battlefront 2 content has been pushed out so slowly. So Battlefront 3 better get it right.
Like, it's a make or break thing, especially for Battlefront fans, if they do make a third one. Because like, if it comes out and it's in the same situation as the first two that EA have made, I guarantee people will be like, people will see the reviews and they won't even bother buying it. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be like hardcore fans that will buy it, but for the majority of like casual fans, no, they're not gonna get it. Especially if like they see the reviews and it has the same problems as the first two. They're not going to buy it. They're not going to get it, and all of that work and money will be for nothing. So
yeah,
It has to be good right from the get-go, not get good.
Yeah, it has to be good, and then it has to continue becoming better. You know.
It has to be like community where it's great right from the get-go.
But it doesn't get worse, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted that.
That's really disappointing to hear.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news on this, but it was just something I had on my mind.
But at least like Scarif was a fun map back in the first EA game.
Mhm.
Like it was a fun map to play on. Like it felt. The only other map that I can really compare it to, as in like the atmosphere and just the feeling of like pure all-out warfare, is kind of like the original Hoth map, the old Battlefront 2, where it just felt like an actual war zone. That's what it feels like, but in a jungle island environment.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh no!
And back whenever the first Scarif map came out, I didn't even like Rogue One, and I enjoyed it. But now,
Mhm.
it was still so much fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to play it, but it's still. I wish it was a better update. It just feels like we got cheated here.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a sequel that's exactly the same as the first one, because we are getting the Scarif update as the last update. When it came out, it should have already had Scarif.
Mhm.
But I don't know. That's frustrating, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, did we expect anything else though?
I did. I expected something good, but oh well. That's Star Wars for you. So I think we should talk about something else.
Do you like miss like Pokemon, and like you miss just like getting up on a Saturday morning and watching Pokemon?
Well, I never
And
did
then
that in
just
the
like
first place.
you didn't watch Pokemon?
No, I hated the show. I loved the games. Did not like the show. It was too repetitive.
Yeah, if you watch too many episodes in one sitting, it gets super boring. You have to like watch one episode per weekend.
Mhm.
But
yeah, even
like,
then, like I didn't like it. But go ahead.
But like I remember, like I don't know what made me think of it. I think I might have saw like a Pokemon meme or something on Instagram, and it like got me thinking about like how Pokemon like how much as a 10-year-old I wanted to just go out and like never go to school, but just have these awesome pets that fought each other. I don't know what made me think of it. Maybe it's because like we've been inside a lot, and just like going outside seems like an adventure or something.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily like. Of course, like every kid wants a Pokemon, but I think, or as a kid, I wanted a Digimon more than a Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Well, like a Digimon can actually be like a friend, because a Pokemon is more of a pet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say, oh, it's my friend or whatever, but in all honesty, it's still just a pet. But a Digimon, it can talk, it can have a conversation, and it's intelligent.
Plus, the Digimon show is actually has depth to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that is a lot of what? That has range. I've never seen these things. They're like, what is this? Oh no, no, oh no, oh no. Uh-oh, get up, get up, get up. Um. Oh, I wish I had shields.
You know, at least Digimon had like an actual story, because the Pokemon anime or show or whatever, that was more of like, this is what it's like to play the games, except for we're gonna have like really weird jokes
Yeah.
that you probably won't understand. But like Digimon had like an actual story, and like the
And it
main
wasn't
characters
it
weren't
wasn't
annoying.
a bad story either. It was actually a really good story. Like
Hmm.
I really enjoyed watching that as a kid.
And Ash Ketchum is so annoying, but at least the
Mhm.
characters in Digimon were kind of cool,
And
or they were just more fun to watch.
and those characters actually grow up, whereas Ash, he stays the same age throughout the entire thing.
Hmm.
Okay. Where am I gonna go now? I already went to that. There's like a Daedra temple or something, and there's like a whole bunch of uh I don't know what to call them, demons or something, guarding the temple or whatever. It's right next to the College of Winterhold, and
That's cool.
there's so many of them. And they shoot like a lightning bolt at you and it paralyzes you. You fall to the ground and you can't move. And while you're on the ground, they just hack at you with these fiery swords. I don't know what to do. I'll have to
That
come
does
back when I'm more
not sound
powerful.
like fun. You're gonna need some flex tape for that.
I was up on a cliff and they hit me with the lightning and it paralyzes me and makes me fall off of the cliff. It was so funny. Oh, okay. I can't see anything in the snow.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, so you know how a couple weeks ago, whenever we live streamed, we were like talking about like superhero movies, and like Hannah brought up the Green Hornet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we tried watching that last week. That is probably one of the worst movies I have ever seen. Seth Rogen is not funny. It's not like he's charming, or he's not like it's not like he's charming or witty like Tony Stark, or he's like really suave and cool like Bruce Wayne. He's actually just annoying. It was so frustrating to hear him try to make jokes.
Mhm.
And it's like for some scenes they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll just improv it. Seth Rogen, do whatever." And so then he would just like say really awkward, weird things that nobody else in the movie knew how to react. And the scenes are just so awkward. It's so like I had to stop watching it because it was just so stupid and bad. The only cool guy in it was like his like quote unquote sidekick, but like he was way cooler than Seth Rogen. I don't even remember the guy's name. I just remember that he was cool at like kung fu or whatever,
Mhm.
and beat up a bunch of people. But oh my gosh, I think it might have been the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. It's like
Yeah.
even like really bad superhero movies, like sometimes they're on the verge of being so cheesy that it's entertaining. But man, that was just terrible. I'd rather watch a boring superhero movie than a really cringy superhero movie that's not funny.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man 3 was better. That's how low quality, or at least how weird it was.
I think Spider-Man 3 just has too much going on in it. Because there's
Well,
Venom, there's the Sandman, and then there's
the
uh
Goblin.
mhm. There's just
Honestly,
so much going
if they
on.
would have, if they would have cut out Sandman, and even if they had Venom and Goblin, I think it would have worked way better. but I mean, even so, it has the same vibe, I guess, as the first two, but it's not. It's yeah, like you said, there's too much going on. Honestly, I feel like there should be an edit out there where they take out one of the villain subplots, and then everybody would like the movie. I'm pretty sure. Like, just take out the Venom bit and have Peter and MJ break up. There's no Venom or anything, so then the villain is just Goblin and Sandman. Boom, you fix the movie. And you don't have the weird emo Peter Parker dancing and like shaking his hips and stuff. You don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
You just have a normal Spider-Man movie. Did you hear that? Like Sam Raimi is going to be directing Doctor Strange, the second Doctor Strange movie.
I think you told me that a while ago.
I don't. I think that actually might work better than like I think he'd work better as like a Doctor Strange movie, because like Sam Raimi's like catalog of movies are mostly like horror movies, and so I feel like he'll be able to play up the whole weird occult magic stuff that Doctor Strange is known for.
Yeah.
Oof. The whole point the sidekick was the actual hero.
There's so much going on.
Ooh. I always thought it was weird, like looking back, why they added Gwen Stacy to like the Sam Raimi movies. Especially
I
since,
forgot
like, the
that
whole...
she's in it.
Yeah, like it's especially weird because like Mary Jane plays like a big part in those movies. It's weird to add a love interest that played such a big part in like Peter Parker's life, but then she's treated as more of like a really weird side character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's weird. I wonder if in like I wonder if there is like a version of Spider-Man 4 where Peter Parker and MJ just aren't together, especially after what happens in Spider-Man 3, and then Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy go out and like she dies at the end of the movie or something. But I don't know, that feels a little cheap.
Uh-oh.
That was always something that really weirded me out about The Amazing Spider-Man 2, is that Gwen Stacy was only around for 2 movies. Like if they had made, like if they didn't have her die, and then in like the 3rd movie she would have died, I think that would have been a much better plan. Cause like it also has the same problem as Spider-Man 3, where there's too much stuff going on.
Yeah. Because there's like...
If they would have...
What happens in that? There's Electro, and then...
There's Electro, there's Harry Osborn becoming the Green Goblin, there's the whole Gwen Stacy breakup arc, there's the Rhino shows up
Oh, yeah.
at the beginning and the end, but he's not like the actual Rhino, he's like a weird mech suit Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I can't even remember if there's anything else. I don't know. I think that's it. There's something else. There has to be. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, and they try to pack in a lot of references and Easter eggs for the Sinister Six. But that was more of like trying to set up for the Sinister Six movie they were going to make. But I don't know, like, and they also wanted to add Mary Jane into the movie, but then they're like, oh, I guess we have too much stuff. Let's only take out Mary Jane. But
Yeah.
Like
I remember
imagine
seeing
if
that Mary Jane was gonna be in it, and there's like the girl from Divergent was gonna play her or something.
yeah, Shailene Woodley, which I think that actually would have worked out better than people would expect. Because like Triss, like how the way she plays Triss, she's very sarcastic and like towards the end she's very sure of herself and like assertive, which is kind of like how Mary Jane is supposed to be. Because like Mary Jane is supposed to be independent and like not like technically smart, more like street smart and like able to take care of herself and sarcastic.
Yeah.
And I feel like she would have been really able to portray that, especially a more modern Mary Jane. Yeah, but like in like if I directed the Amazing Spider-Man movies, like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, just take out Electro, or no, take out the Green Goblin arc and have Electro be the main villain. And then towards the end of the movie, Harry just gets really sick if you want to keep that plot going. He's not like dead. He's not a dead man walking, but he is just steadily getting sicker. And then towards the like Spider-Man fights Electro and saves the city or whatever. And so you introduce Mary Jane and Harry Osborn. And so maybe Gwen Stacy and Peter don't get back together at the end of the movie. And Mary Jane, like the movie ends with Mary Jane and Peter going out on their first date. And like, you know how good of an ending it would have been if Peter opens the door and it's Mary Jane and she literally says her most iconic line ever and was like, "You just hit the jackpot, like face it tiger, you just hit the jackpot," and the movie just ends. And so you have that plot going into the third movie, but you also have the plot of like Gwen Stacy, and then maybe Peter and like Mary Jane, like Peter realizes that he likes Mary Jane more or something, like, or Gwen Stacy more, and so they start to go out, and then towards the end of the movie she dies and the Green Goblin is the main villain of the third movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would have been a much better uh like build up and payoff for Harry Osborn. Because like in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're friends." I'm like, where have you been? You're supposed to have gone to high school with Peter. But
Dang it. The what are those like crawling things that the Falmer have? Like, is it pronounced chorus or like a chorus or
uh, I think it's the Cha one, the like
chorus?
Chorus or yeah.
Those things creep me out so much. They're so weird looking.
Man, I swear, if the Buccaneers beat me,
All right,
they're
down into the frost flow abyss. Yeah, I gotta say though, the Falmer caves, like with the glowing blue stuff hanging from the ceiling and everything, they really do look beautiful.
that's something that Skyrim does really well is like the map design and just how all the atmospheres of the different cities, they all feel very distinct from one another.
Oh,
Maybe not so much like the smaller towns, but the bigger cities are very distinct from each other.
yeah.
Like Windhelm is way different than Whiterun, and I think that's something really important to like the immersion of the world of Skyrim. Because if all of the towns just feel the same, then it's just boring and bland.
Yeah. What I like about the special edition on the PlayStation is the fact that you can add mods and stuff. And so you can get all these visual mods and stuff that just make the game even more beautiful. And it's already a
It's a
visually
good,
pleasing
it's a
game.
good looking game. I mean, it may have come out in like 2011 or whatever, but it still looks pretty good.
Hmm. That's why I like exploring in this game more than any other game. Like other games, I don't really feel the need to explore and stuff. But in this game, I love to explore. Don't like that though.
I don't know why, but I have like Pomp and Circumstance stuck in my head.
That's a really weird song to have stuck in your head.
I don't know.
Frostbite spiders here. And sweet. I hate finding chests and then they don't have like a whole bunch of good stuff in them. It's just like 2 gold and then like a minor potion. That's the worst stuff to find in a chest.
Or like it like requires like an adept or an advanced what's it called? Whenever you have to lock picking and then it just comes out to be just a weird, like just a one minor healing potion.
Yeah.
Man, I'm doing really bad with this game.
That's not good.
The Buccaneers came ready to play.
Let's see, do I have any? Yes. Okay.
Alright, come on, Freeman. What the heck? Okay. Alright. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Alright, Freeman. No, that's a touchdown. There we go. Honestly, the Buccaneers is like a really cool name.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, okay, we only got one shot. Okay, come on.
Okay, which way should I go? Left or the right?
Right, because that's the right way to go.
I like the way you think. Wait. Oh, I already went this way. Darwin,
Oh,
you were wrong.
That was not the right way to go. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Sorry, my psychic ability only works on Wednesdays.
Oh. That's lovely. Where'd they go? Oh.
My horoscope told me that that was the right choice, but it was wrong.
Well, that's
The
where you went
stars
wrong
were
in the beginning.
Gosh dang it. Alright.
Okay.
Is that even Freeman running the ball?
The Falmer caves are also like so expansive.
Oh, snap.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, here we go. 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 Here we go.
They ran off. Cowards. Alright.
Oh, no.
Very quickly leveling up my destruction spells. What is this? Hold on. Some kind of...
Ah, dang it. Uh-oh. There we go. Shouldn't be doing face masks.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's whenever you bring someone down by their face mask, it's a very bad thing to do.
Well, I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I was just... There are a lot of enemies over there.
I hate how the best running back on the team got injured last game.
Oh! I remember doing this cave now. Okay, I need more magicka.
Alright. Okay. Alright, let's go. There we go.
These things are so creepy. Okay, let's... That wasn't that bad. That's what I want. Okay. And then this must lead back out to the lighthouse. And then I can get my treasure.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, here we go.
Ooh, there's a chest. Ooh. That was a good chest.
Here we are in the fourth quarter, finally getting some touchdowns.
Nice.
Let's hope it's enough.
Okay. Go back out this way. to the lighthouse.
One of the weirdest like jokes in The Office is whenever Stanley talks about wanting to live in a lighthouse, and like you can press a button and it will turn into a rocket ship that will go to space.
What?
You saying go to the lighthouse made me think of that weird tangent that Stanley goes on in The Office when he talks about his dream house or whatever is to live in a lighthouse and nobody knows that he lives in the lighthouse, and he presses a button and will turn into a rocket ship and go into space.
I don't remember that.
Oh.
Most underrated character.
Most fun in The Office?
Yeah.
See, that's a hard one. See, I like Pete in the later seasons, but I mean,
I think
he's not
Nate's
that good.
character is better than Pete.
Whose character?
Nate. He's one of like
he's
the
funny.
yeah.
Also, David Wallace. David Wallace is just so patient with Michael. It's really funny to watch.
When Michael goes back there and he's like, what? He's selling those like vacuums or whatever.
Oh, suck it?
Yeah. Michael goes to his house, and he's got the.
And you make the noise? No, the vacuum makes the noise.
Oh, that was funny.
He's like, that is not David Wallace. He's just slowly walking towards the car. Man. I'm trying to think of another Office character that's kind of underrated. I like Daryl. I feel like people don't talk about Daryl enough.
Mm-hmm.
He's really funny.
Yeah, he is.
Nathan, who's your least favorite Office character? Mine is probably Todd Packer. Todd Packer kills the show.
That was a good shot. It's the redheaded lady that comes in the later season from
Aaron?
No, the other one, the British one.
Oh, Kelly, yeah. That's like the lowest low that the show goes through. Like Kelly and then Michael leaving. Kelly kills the show more than Michael leaving. Oh, Hannah agrees with me. Packer is the worst.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not bothered by Packer as much as the redheaded British lady.
Mm-hmm. She's also just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Her jokes aren't funny. I don't like Ryan because I feel like the actor that plays him thought that Ryan would have a way bigger role. Like, he thought that Ryan would be more like Jim. So, like, sometimes if you notice in the background, Ryan will try pulling a Jim and look at the camera, but then the camera doesn't focus on him, so it's really awkward.
Yeah. I think Ryan's character was cool in the beginning, but
Hmm.
then like later out in the show, he just becomes this super weird character, and I don't know.
Like he gets on drugs and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I know what this is.
And then he's like, and then he just like uses Kelly or the yeah. I don't know. It's just he's not a very fun person to watch.
Yeah.
Why are there so many Kellys? I don't know. Maybe the writers for the show like thought that would be like a really funny ongoing joke that there's like all these Kellys in the show, but I don't know. My favorite Kelly is Erin.
Mhm.
She's funny. She cracks me up, especially the whole disposable camera thing, where she's like, "I like disposable cameras, but it's kind of silly because you never really get to see the picture, and it shows her throwing it away." That cracks me up. I didn't like her romance with Andy. Maybe it's because
Yeah.
like I just can't see Andy being romantically involved in the show, and it's a little weird because like Aaron is supposed to be like 21 and Andy is like in his 30s, like late 30s or something. I don't know. It just feels weird.
Yeah, she's too good for Andy.
Hmm. It's weird. Sometimes Andy is really weird in that show because whenever he's like first introduced and Michael is still there and he's not the manager, he's like he has his funny moments, but once he becomes manager, like he completely flips.
Oh,
Like the writing for his character really changes. It's like they thought they could make him into Michael Scott,
yeah.
but like Andy is very different from Michael. And it's kind of weird that they dropped the whole plot of him being like, "Oh, I just mirror people's personalities and like trick them into liking me." And it's like kind of like they forgot that towards the end of his run as a character. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. I accidentally attacked some Imperial soldiers, and now they're all attacking me. So I'm gonna lead them to the giants, and then they can fight the giant.
Wait, does Aaron? I haven't. Okay, whenever I watch The Office, I always stop after Michael leaves. Does Aaron end up with Pete, or does she end up with Andy? I don't remember.
I think she ends
Or
up
does
with
she
Pete.
just not? Or does she just not end up with anyone?
She ends up with Pete, I'm pretty sure, but maybe that doesn't. I'm not sure. Oh, dang it! I'm carrying too much.
The show dies when Michael leaves. It's just not as good.
Yeah, that's for sure. There we go. All right. Ooh, chest.
Like Michael is kind of like Pierce from Community, because like Pierce causes a lot of conflict, kind of like how Michael causes a lot of conflict.
Yeah.
And so once you take that away, you're kind of hard pressed to find a different conflict within the story that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But at least like Michael is likable to some extent. Like he does dumb stuff, but at least it's kind of funny whenever he does it.
Mm-hmm. Who would win, a mammoth or a giant?
I think the giant.
I,
The the giant has a big old club.
but the mammoth has two tusks and a trunk. Okay, here's what
That
I'm
is
gonna
true.
do. I think I'm gonna hit the mammoth with a fury spell. And so it's gonna attack anything. Let's
I
see.
agree, Hannah. She is too good for Andy. Oh,
Oh shoot, the giant's fast. No! Come on. Ah. That's not what I want to do. I'm stuck. That didn't work. Oh no! Okay, the mammoth did not attack the giant. That plan failed miserably.
you know, I don't really understand why people want there to be like an Office reboot
I don't
or
think there
like a
should
sequel
be.
show. I it's not a good idea because The Office, because it was made in the early 2000s, could get away with a bunch of jokes that they really can't get away with now. Like
Mm-hmm.
the show may be like in like the top 10 of like the most popular TV shows now, but there's no way they can keep that they can make the same jokes now. It's it's like if you watch comedies that like are made now, they don't really go into like they don't really go into like the same ballpark of jokes that The Office went into.
Mm-hmm.
They may have like a oh being a racist is bad plot, but it's not like oh yeah Michael's kind of racist, or even like Community where Pierce is like racist and sexist.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way that they can get away with that now. I agree, Friends shouldn't exist because Friends is overrated. It's not funny.
I tried to watch
It's
it
not
and I
original.
couldn't get into it. Um,
It's just not good.
I saw I was scrolling through YouTube the other day and I saw there was like an interview with one of the Russo brothers and they asked them what's the possibility of a Community movie being made, and uh, the Russo brother said that he thought there was definitely going to be a Community movie at some point of time, and that it was only a matter of time before it's made.
I would love. I wonder what the plot would be for a Community movie.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know how well that would work because the episodes are so like short and sweet that sometimes like sometimes even episodes that are a little bit longer than like the 25 minutes feel a little dragged out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know how well a movie would work. And also they've all moved on, so you'd have to have a plot of like getting the gang back together.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's in here? Okay.
Friends is so overrated. It's not funny. The jokes are dated, and like some of the cast has like a certain level of charisma, but there's just too many characters, and a lot of them don't even interact with each other. At least with like The Office, you get little tidbits of it's like the writers were like, okay, what would Creed say to Meredith in this scenario, or what would Dwight say to Ryan in this scenario? So you get little interactions with each of the characters,
Yeah.
and that's something that Friends didn't really know how to do. Like they may have had one or two episodes where they're like, oh yeah, we're friends, remember this? And it's like, okay, well why don't you have an episode showing that story?
Mm-hmm. Oh, hello there.
There's rarely a funny episode. I agree. Every episode is just like you're waiting around for a joke, and maybe there will be a joke and maybe not. It's very frustrating. It's like I really tried watching it. I think I watched past the first season, and I got through like a sizable chunk of the second season, and I was like, okay, never mind. Like, I can't stick around for 9 seasons or whatever if it's not gonna get good. Because
Yeah.
even the quality of the Office totally changes when season 2 comes around.
I don't know.
But
I tried to watch Friends and just could not get into it. And then I know,
like,
I think Steven really likes Friends, and I know other people who think it's one of the best shows ever, but I just don't see uh, why it's liked so much.
mhm. I don't know. And also the theme song is really annoying. Like people are like, "Oh yeah, the Friends theme song. I can't resist clapping my hands." It's actually just annoying. Like it's not like The Office where it's like, "Oh yeah, like we're about to watch a show about people who work in an office." Or it's not like Community where it's like a song kind of about like reaching a low point, but it's like peppy. Because like all of the characters at the beginning of the show are at some type of low point, so like the theme song makes sense. Or even like Cheers, the theme song makes sense because the theme song is describing why you would want to go to Cheers, because it's a place where everyone knows your name and you can hang out and talk about your problems. Like that's literally what the song and the show is about. I don't know. I don't know. It's not good. It's not a good show. The
Yeah.
only thing interesting about it is Central Perk. I maybe, but even so, it doesn't work as well as Cheers does. But
I started to rewatch The Walking Dead.
mhm.
And I started at season 3 because I really like the prison arc that happens there. Um, and I forgot how good the early seasons are of that show. Like it's a
Actually,
great show at the beginning, and
mhm.
it makes me sad that it feels so dragged out in the later seasons that are going on right now. Um, and there's still 2 more seasons that are going to happen, I'm pretty sure. So
I don't know. We might have a zombie apocalypse before that actually happens.
it's
Actually, Hannah and me watched some of The Walking Dead yesterday because we're in season 2 right now.
mm-hmm.
But it's good.
Season two's slow, but like at the end of season 2, it really starts to pick up. And then some people don't like season 3, but I really like season 3 and season 4 too. But like season 5 and 6 is where it's at its peak,
Mhm.
and then season 7's okay, and then 8 and 9 are just really dragged out, and it doesn't need to be dragged out.
I honestly don't know who my favorite character so far is because some of me just likes Glenn.
Glenn's
I
a good
don't.
character, yeah. I really like Glenn.
I always forget his name, and I feel bad because he's like the main character.
Rick.
But I first, yeah, for some reason the name Rick, I always forget his name. But yeah, I really like Rick.
Yeah, Rick's
Like
cool.
because he's like the Captain America. He's like the moral compass of the group, and I really enjoy watching him just deal with the problems and like the moral choices in like a world that there are zombies.
Yeah. Negan for sure is one of the better characters, and he comes in towards the end. But like, he starts out. Well, he's the bad guy, and you're supposed to really hate him, but he's just so charismatic and he's funny. He's really funny. And he's one of the best characters, one of the best villains, I feel like, that I've seen in a TV show or a movie. I really like Negan. Where is he? Oh. Huh?
Who is your favorite villain in a TV show?
Probably Negan.
I think mine would definitely be like Wilson Fisk from Daredevil.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
At least season 1. Season 3, he's a little bit weird. Because I don't know, season 3 is just is not as high quality as 1 and 2, but he's definitely, I think, the best villain that the Marvel movies and like superhero, like even Marvel and DC, I think he's the best villain. Like Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic, but like I've never sympathized or actually like, oh yeah, the Joker, I'm excited to watch this, because like besides Murdoch, Wilson Fisk is like the main character of the show.
Yeah.
And he's very compelling, especially after you learn his backstory. And just, he doesn't talk like a mustache twirling villain. He just talks like a gentleman. Like everything he says sounds like poetry, and the way he delivers it, I just really enjoy watching that. But
David and Aaron joined.
oh boy.
Oh, I don't know. It shows just 2 viewers though. Activate sword stand. I don't have the correct sword for this. Oh, was I supposed to get a sword earlier? Okay. Let's figure this out. No. I don't want to do that.
Oh,
Find
boy.
the stolen sword. Oh, okay.
Guess who's about to beat the Carolina Panthers? It's me. I'm about to beat the Carolina.
Oh, nice. Sword stand. Okay, and then I'm carrying too much, which is why I'm slow. So I'll just drop that. Okay, then what happens now?
Ooh. That was not cash money.
Wonder. Is there anything behind this? No? There's gotta be a treasure chest somewhere, right? Oh!
Treasure.
Yeah. I can't carry all this stuff though. I'll have to come back for that. And that's where that thing is. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I need to watch season 3 of Daredevil. I haven't watched it yet.
It
I tried to watch it,
it's
but I don't know. I didn't get past the first episode. I wasn't really in the mood to watch it, but
mhm.
the concept of it, like a Daredevil imposter or something, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, it's the it's kind of slow, and Daredevil doesn't really do a whole lot in the first couple episodes because he's supposed to be like underground and kind of like there's not a whole lot of Matt Murdock, like, but a lot happens to his character and story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's you get a lot of Bullseye because he's supposed to be like the big villain in the show, but like also Wilson Fisk comes in as well. I don't know. It's a little it's interesting, but it's kind of, I guess it'd be considered like the worst season of Daredevil because season 1 is pretty much perfect. Like I can't think of a single moment in the show of season 1 that I was like, that's not very good.
Season
Like
2 is really good too.
season 2 is really great, but it has some of those moments of like, okay, well, this isn't the best, but it's still good. But yeah, I really Daredevil I think might be like one of the best TV shows ever.
Yeah. I
Because if there's a dip in quality, it's usually not that bad.
I need to sell all of the stuff that I've found. Where's the best place to sell stuff?
Uh,
Probably in
I don't
Riften,
know.
right?
Yeah, probably with Riften or Whiterun.
Hmm. I think Aaron would know if he's still watching.
I usually just go to Whiterun, but
I explored a lot over here. Let's see. Um,
oh, did you hear that they're adding Avatar: The Last Airbender to Netflix in May?
yes, I did.
I am so excited for that. Like, I literally have it on my calendar to have a marathon the day that it comes on Netflix.
It's such a good show.
Hmm.
Eli bought the complete series on Blu-ray, and so I'll like watch a few episodes with him every once in a while. He's on season 3 right now, and it's just such a good show.
Is anyone enjoying the weather? Well, it's the Midwest, so you know we have tornadoes like every other week. So
Yeah, David, hop in the party.
hop into the pool,
You there. The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone
but you
who
have to
looks like
stay
a strong
6 feet
man.
apart because social distancing.
That's right. Also, remember the 5-second rule has been lowered to 3 seconds because of COVID
Hmm.
19.
We ain't taking any chances.
You're not paying attention. Haven't you heard that the Hall of the Vigilance was destroyed by vampires? They never took the
Ooh,
threat
ooh,
seriously.
ooh.
And now the Vigilance mostly hunt down Daedra. That's why our leader, Ezrod, is reestablishing the
Darn.
Dawn Guard. Real serious vampire hunters.
Yeah, of course it's been lowered to 3 seconds, you silly Billy.
You didn't know that?
And also, if it touches the ground for 3 seconds, you have to coat your tongue in Lysol or Germex. Trump said so. So darn. Can I put a glove around my tongue? Well, you have to clean the glove too.
There are certain gloves that are specifically made for tongues that I would recommend if you're gonna try and get around the 3-second rule. Okay, where's the person that I need to sell to?
He did suggest injecting disinfectant. That's why you would put it on your tongue. Ooh. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let you look a bit. Bows and arrows for the mighty huntsman.
I need to sell stuff. Okay. Sure. What happened to all the...
Thank you very much for your business.
If you inject your tongue with disinfectant, can you go down to 2 seconds?
I don't know about that. You'd have to ask Bill Nye. I'm not an expert.
Oh! Some wizard's challenging me to a duel. Should I be passive about this, or should I just be full on aggressive?
Full on aggressive.
Alright.
You don't want him pushing you around. You have to have a wizard street fight.
Oh, hey. Wizards don't use weapons. They just use spells.
You just pull out a sword and cut off his head. Like, oops, sorry. These are street rules.
Welcome, David.
Street rules?
Street rules wizard fights.
Oh no. No.
I wouldn't want to be a part of that.
I got arrested.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Didn't know that was in street rules.
You're gonna have to get yourself a get out of jail free card.
I paid 40
That's the
coins.
alibi.
I don't want
What were
any
you
trouble
doing
with the
throwing
Whiterun
fireballs in the
guards.
street?
I wasn't throwing fireballs. I was using choking grasp, which
Oh, somehow worse.
and ice storm.
Oh.
Just about the opposite of fireball.
Oh. There's a little kid. Oh, what is he doing? He's like...
Are you harassing children?
No, the little
That
kid
was
is like
illegal.
touching the dead body.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's a future serial killer. He's just rubbing his shoulder.
Yeah.
Come on, get it, buddy.
It's alright.
He's comforting
go.
the dead.
Comforting the dead.
No, no.
That's weird.
I bet his parents were killed.
I bet his like parents were killed in an alleyway or something. He's raised by a weird butler.
Uh-huh. Maybe he becomes a superhero or something. I don't know, I haven't worked out the whole kinks yet.
Maybe he dresses up as like a nocturnal animal and beats the criminals to a pulp. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably has some underlying issues going on, but no one ever questions it.
It's too much paperwork, so they don't really talk about it. Yes.
Okay, wait, how much gold did I get?
Got in.
watch anything to suit
Your boy has to play the Cowboys for the NFC Championship.
Until next time.
Or the whatever. I
Oh,
don't know.
well, luckily they're not that good.
Alright. So I got this mod that like revamps Whiterun and turns it into this like super green and like flowery place. It looks really cool. Where'd the body go? It just disappeared.
PJ Masks live action?
I bet
I
that kid,
don't know what PJ Masks is.
the kid ran off as the body has disappeared. I bet the kid took it.
Oh, he has a special cupboard for it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna study it.
Gotta find that
'Cause
kid. Where did he run off to? He just...
Because that's what weird people do. They study dead bodies.
Yes.
Right.
He put it in his pocket. Yes. He put the body in his pocket and ran off. Oh, there he is. There's the kid.
Silly children, dead bodies are for rabbits.
Dead bodies are for the vultures.
Check his pockets. Alright, kid. Empty your pockets out. No, stop. Stop running away. Empty your pockets, kid. Alright. You saw me fight that guy. Empty your pockets, or I'll use the spells. Stop running away.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder.
I swear, these Madden glitches are almost unbearable.
What's going on?
So, I was trying to run away from a lineman who was trying to tackle me, but then two of my own offensive linemen got in the way, and I just kept running into them, and I got sacked. So, that's cool.
What if I use the spell on the kid that makes people attack random, like whatever's closest to them for like 10 seconds? What if I make the little kid attack one of the Whiterun guards?
Oh, you just make that little kid into a serial killer or something?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, he was gonna be a serial killer anyways, let's be honest.
I mean, he took that Challenger's body and put it in his pocket. It's raining. What are you doing out in the rain?
He's done it before. This isn't his first rodeo.
Okay. Oh, dang it, I missed.
Oh my goodness.
No, he's just running away.
Block him. This defensive end, he keeps getting around. I don't like that.
Now the Whiterun guards are attacking me. Dang it.
Who would win in a fight, Elmo or the Duolingo bird? The Duolingo bird would win.
I don't know. Have you ever seen that one picture of Elmo in the fires of hell?
No, I don't look at pictures of people in the fires of hell.
Well, Elmo's been through hell, so I think Elmo would win.
Elmo went to Vietnam.
I think Duolingo would probably confuse him a lot.
Elmo wouldn't care. He'd just beat up the bird.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, your face is disgusting.
Has Duolingo confronted you with a knife? Didn't think so. You're right. I've never done Duolingo or whatever, so.
I'm kind of concerned. Has Duolingo confronted Hannah with a knife before?
I don't know. she may be speaking from personal experience. Hannah also went to Vietnam. That's where she met Elmo.
I've had
Yes.
2 orc chiefs already
Oh, nice.
come up in like out of nowhere.
I need to re-download that game. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun revisiting it. You know?
I think after the live stream, I'll play that.
I was thinking about hopping on Call of Duty, but I don't know.
Okay. Beans? What? Honestly, beans are not that good. Like, Bush's baked beans are not good.
It depends, cause some beans are really good, and others aren't. It depends on how you make the beans.
I like green beans.
Oh, Nathan's really defending his beans here.
Beans can be good. There's the really like flavorless beans, and then there's like the barbecue beans.
Yeah, like Bush's baked beans. I don't like either. They're good as long as they don't have bacon in them.
I
don't
disagree
like
with that.
bacon.
Oh my goodness.
Bacon is not. Bacon is so overhyped. It is not that good.
Bacon?
Yeah, bacon is not as good as people make it out to be.
I come from a bacon family.
It's not good. It's terrible. It sucks. It makes me feel so sick.
Dude.
I can't even describe it. I feel so bad.
What are
Like,
you complaining
it doesn't
about?
taste good. It tastes so bad, and then it just makes
Okay.
my stomach feel bad too. It feels like Elmo punches me in the gut when I eat bacon.
I don't know. I like bacon.
Yeah, I like bacon.
I don't want to do that. Okay.
What am I doing here? Alright, so I've had a big boy cheat death. Azog the Bulba, I think.
This is, yeah, it's just a really pretty environment right here.
That guy's definitely killed me before.
But jelly beans are good.
Oh, yeah.
My brothers always get the weird tasting jelly beans.
After a while, they'll kind of make your mouth coated or whatever, but... Oh, they're so good.
Tootsie Rolls are really good. I like Tootsie Rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tootsie Rolls are a little chewy, but once you have them kind of melted in your mouth, they're really good.
Mm-hmm. I think it's waltz with tomatoes, not potatoes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, there's a bear nearby.
I like Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends on the flavor of the Tic Tac.
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to eat Tic Tacs, but the
Mhm.
Tic Tacs always seem to find me.
Yeah. I got 6 packs. I've just been kind of taking them slow. Not bad.
It's not potatoes. It's tomatoes.
Potatoes are amazing.
Potatoes are good.
My dad the other night made these potatoes, like he soaked them in salt water and then like baked them. I think he did something else, but I don't remember. And then he baked them and they were so good. They're like nice and like crispy.
Is there anything else in here? Is that it? You know, I think my favorite part of Shadow of War is all the different like nemesis stuff with the orcs, like being ambushed.
Well, it's crazy how much they actually fit into the game, and how like how much variety, and how the game can just kind of adapt to it.
It's crazy fun, especially like if you have one orc that has like a blood brother or something like that, and then so that way you mess with one of the orcs, you get the other one, and then you just have this crazy fight going on. And they like that game really makes you feel super powerful and everything. It's a lot of fun. There's got to be something here.
Here we go. Come on.
Once you like get the controls down, it's not that hard to kill. Like
Yeah.
the
Dang it.
Ooh.
Okay.
one of the things that's kind of frustrating is that it seems that with the Olog chiefs that they kind of seem to have more troops than the other guys.
Yeah, the Olog ones. I hate the Berserkers.
Yeah.
Come on. Yes. Ooh. That was a good chest. I just unlocked a master chest. And that feels pretty good.
Oh, darn. It's a tied game in the fourth quarter, and there's 6 seconds left.
You know, that's almost the way it was when I played the Rockets in 2K, except I was ahead by 1 point. No, I was ahead by 2 points, and then you know, Russell Westbrook decides to shoot a wide open three, and makes it.
80-point game out of nowhere.
Then untie it. Yeah, thanks, Hannah.
Oh, this is
It's against the
beacon,
Cowboys,
isn't
so
it?
I'm gonna be extra mad if they win. Alright, we're in overtime now. It'll be fine. We have the ball first, so... Okay.
I'm killing all the Olog chiefs around.
Yeah.
Because they're mine
Now,
to lose.
fighting, like, I remember one time I was just running around and I got ambushed by an Olog chief. I got betrayed by one of my Olog chiefs, and then another Olog chief came back from the dead, and so I was fighting 3 Olog chiefs at once. And then I think one of them had a blood brother too, and it came back and fought me. And so it was 4 Ologs. It was crazy. I lasted a long time, but I didn't make it out of that alive.
Gosh dang it.
It was a tough battle.
Okay, thank goodness. We won by a field goal. We're fine. We're good.
You know, I think one of the best parts about Skyrim is the music.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's got a very nice soundtrack. Very relaxing.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I marked a Olag Chief target, and as soon as I got out of the quick menu, he ambushed me, so it's great. I didn't even have to go anywhere.
Well, that's always nice. Save you a bit of time right there.
Yeah. Gosh dang, this shield, but I'm about to go off.
Alright. Time to fight some bandits. Hello. Oh, that was a terrible shot. There you go. You can hear the orcs through your mic. And that wasn't very good. Oh, there's more to the cave. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That game is really fun.
Yeah, I'm glad I came back to it.
And there's like those huge epic battles too that are in the game. That's fun. Like the raids. Which it was like annoying towards the end of the game because you had to do like I don't know how many. There were so many of those raids that you had to do before you could actually finish the game. But like when you're not playing those all the time, it's really fun.
Right. Alright. Well, I don't have to go kill that guy, because he came to me.
I'm back, and I brought a granola bar.
Oh boy.
He's about to get crazy.
Hold up. What if I
Hold the phone.
do this? Ooh. Oh, if I could hit. There we go.
So how was Spencer last night? Playing carbines and RPGs?
Oh, yeah. We did it for a little bit, but we were playing hardcore,
Ooh.
and I could not hit my shots, so I switched over to using the RAM, and I was landing my shots a whole lot better with the RAM. And we had a full squad. It was great.
Holy cow.
It was a lot of fun. We got pretty decent, and I think at one point, one of Spencer's friends broke 80 kills. It was insane.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I cannot hit anything.
Oh, what kind of granola bar? It was like a peanut butter chocolate. It was pretty good.
Delicious.
Okay. Did I come down from there? Or how do I get up there?
Oh boy. It's time for the Super Bowl.
Did I come... What? Did I come out this way?
Oh, I'm the
No, I
league
came out this way.
MVP.
Okay. Nice. Throwing ice spears is kind of fun. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, now I'm up here. What was that? Oh, that was a bear trap. Okay.
ASMR. ASMR is weird. I don't like ASMR. It creeps.
This person's got a flaming axe.
I want a flaming axe.
That's really cool. I'm taking that.
If you can't have a flaming axe, why have an axe at all?
Oh. Okay. There's the treasure. Ooh. Cool. That was a good treasure chest. This must lead to the exit. Yep. That was good.
Man, I think cashew chicken sounds really good right now.
Last night we had Chinese food and it was so good. It was a lot better than just having peanut butter crackers for dinner.
Oh, do, do, do.
There are a lot of giant camps in this area. What is this?
Ooh, snap. Dang it. Alright.
Cool.
Nathan, when you play Skyrim, do you choose the Stormcloaks or the Imperials?
The first time I played, I chose the Imperials. And then the second time I played, I chose the Stormcloaks. But I think I sided with the Imperials more.
Yeah, I think the first time I played, I picked the Imperials too. But I don't know, that story arc isn't as fun as like the crap. What's it called? I can't remember. Man, the Brotherhood. Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not as fun as that storyline.
I think I've only played that once. This is a nice look. Ooh. That looks really cool.
I mean, I always choose the Imperials because they're supposed to be like the Romans, and I like Roman and Greek mythology, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the one that I always pick.
Alright. There's a cave that way. I think I'm gonna go that one. Yeah, the sky looks really cool. Wait a second. There's like 2 moons, or that might be like another planet, and then that's the moon. Hmm.
Oof.
Oh!
Oh, dang it.
Okay. Where's the entrance to this cave? Must be over
Alright. Oh boy.
here.
Alright. When is the next Elder Scrolls game supposed to come out?
I think it's supposed to come out 2024. I watched something about it today actually, and I think it's supposed to be 2024.
That's such a long ways away, though.
Yeah. What are they fighting here? Okay.
Wouldn't that be cool if you could play as like a pirate or something in the next game?
Yes, that would be awesome.
That would be really cool.
Like actually be able to like control the ships and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be 2024 because there's a game. It's like a star map or something like that where it'll be like the space version of Fallout and Skyrim. So.
That's cool.
And that's supposed to come out. I think next year with the new generation of consoles. And then I think there's going to be a 3-year gap between that and the next Elder Scrolls game.
Alright. I guess there's nothing left but to start the Super Bowl.
Good luck, Darwin.
I'm going up against the Ravens.
Excuse me.
Oh. First play of the game. There we go. Man, I don't trust my running back. Like the one running back that was really good on my team got injured, so I don't know who this new guy is. He's not very good at his job. Don't trust him.
This guy cheated death again. That's stupid.
I like it when they cheat death, because then they come back and they have like all these stitches and stuff from where you killed them last time.
This
I think
guy
that's
was
so
really
cool.
good.
And then if he was like a really good captain and then he betrayed you and you had to kill him, then you can get him again.
Yeah, this guy's just ugly.
Unless he has like the thing where you can't brand him or whatever. That's not fun.
Alright.
We're almost at 2 hours on the stream. Should we go ahead and end it?
Yeah, I guess, if you really want to.
Okay. Well, I think this is a good place to end it. And, you know, I don't really want to go over 2 hours. So. Alright. Well, until next time then.